Rebuilding the Valley Island, getting people back into homes remain the top priorities for Maui County Mayor Richard Bisson. He stressed that during an emotional State of the County address last Friday. He joins us now with more. Mayor, good morning. Thanks again for joining us.
Aloha. Hello, Christine.
It has been more than 7 months from the wildfires. During your speech, you paid tribute to the victims. I want to ask you first about your emotions during that speech, because you paused several times during your State of the County. What made you so emotional?
I think the biggest reason is it took me back to that time that we were all in when that was happening. Just remembering each of those stories and each of those individuals who were, risking everything to help others. So I think it reminded me of that.
And many residents are still not back in their own homes. That is a top priority for you and your administration. Can you talk about the housing options that you listed and you described? Let's begin with the short-term units that are being reviewed right now.
Yeah, thank you. So we have about 3,300 folks still in the non-congregate sheltering, or 13 of the hotels. That makes up about 1,300 families, households. And so we're very concerned about getting them to their next step. The short-term rentals, they're illegal short-term rental programs or properties here on Maui. And we want to step up the enforcement of shutting those down. They don't belong in our communities. And so obviously that's one of our priorities. Short-term rentals as a whole, there's a certain market or certain exempt properties. They're referred to as the Minatoya properties. We're just going to have a review with our corporation council, reviewing our policy as a county on what we should do with those properties that are outside of the zoned areas but have been exempted, and we're going to revisit that.
And what is the timeline in all of this? And also, you talked about enforcement. How do you plan to enforce this?
Well, let me take the enforcement question first. We do have an enforcement division in our planning department. It used to be that they would not take anonymous complaints against certain complaints made in the community, but we're going to take all of them, including anonymous complaints now. That's going to start immediately. As far as reviewing the short-term rental Minatoya list properties, that's already happening right now with our corporation council.
Another housing option you mentioned in your State of the County last week is stabilizing rent. Rent in Hawaii, rent on Maui, we all know, very high, and it's even more difficult for those impacted by the wildfires. How do you plan to stabilize rent?
Well, there's been some artificial things that have happened in our rental prices, and that's because of the wildfires. There's a mix. There used to be two rental markets, the long-term rental and the short-term rental, and they're kind of mixed together now because short-term rental units are being allowed to convert to long-term, but many of them are still receiving short-term rental rates, and that's causing some issues with things that are unanticipated. When we put in the request for a conversion from short to long, and FEMA started making payments for us, which we're very grateful for, we didn't expect people who were already renting to long-term renters to switch over to the FEMA list, if you will. And that's caused some evictions, that's caused some unintended consequences. Again, that was never the intent. It was always to convert short to long and not have long-term people evict their long-term residents or tenants and go on to the FEMA list. And that's something that we're working with FEMA, because FEMA's not allowing that either. So we're just making sure that we can stabilize our long-term rental rates. And again, that's going to take a policy review and legal review as well. And that's already being looked into right now by Corporation Council.
Okay, so already underway there. Can we talk about the debris being cleared, where the county is in that process? And also, you're never going to be able to please everyone. It's such a difficult issue to address. How are you balancing all the sides involved in your decision making?
Well, first of all, real thanks to the Army Corps of Engineers. As of Friday, we cleared 311 lots in Lahaina, and that's in around 60 days. And that's with 21 crews working 7 days a week, 10-hour days. So they're just getting at it. They're going to start doing commercial properties, business properties soon as well. All of Kula, all 26 lots were cleared ahead of schedule as well. And we're already receiving permits and approving, reviewing, ready to approve rebuilding permits in our Kula area. As far as Lahaina is concerned, the debris is still going to Olowalu as a temporary disposal site. But we are in front of the council today, actually, one of the committees for a second reading on a request for eminent domain of the property at the Central Maui landfill that we do not currently own, but that abuts our properties. And we're pursuing that. As soon as we can get that decided, we can begin taking debris, or once we've made that into a municipal solid waste disposal site, we'll be able to start taking the debris there.
Mayor, you have added positions to the county, including numerous positions for firefighters. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, just so you know, in general, I mean, early on, I asked all of our departments to take a 5% cut in their department budgets. We're at that stage now where, some folks are coming in at a flat budget, some people are coming in at less, but there are a few departments that we recognize and again are responding to what happened. So for example, the fire department, I've approved a request for 29 new positions. Some of those are going to increase at, of course, certain stations. Among the 14 stations that make up the county's fire departments, several are on, of course, Molokai, Lanai, as well as the rest on Maui. I think we have 10 on Maui and 3 on Molokai, 1 on Lanai. So we want to increase overall what they call surge capacity, the ability to respond to larger events like what happened in August. We could also be available to assist other counties if they should need that as they came to assist us. So it's an overall strategy. Our emergency management division, we're also increasing by 6 positions. We are adding never before positions on Molokai, Lanai, and Hana to have a representative there from our MEMA folks for a quicker response. So that's part of our increase, those 2 departments.
All right, Mayor, we know that the rebuilding, recovery efforts, everything will take a long time, a lot of effort to do. You're very, very busy in all of this. That's why we really appreciate your time. We thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you, Christine. You have a great rest of your day.
You too.